Hey everyone, Richard Robbins here. Well, the numbers are in from the Real Estate Board of Greater Vancouver. Now, I'm going to be honest with you right now, I wish I could be the bearer of better news. Okay, it's changing out there. Your market's getting a little difficult. It's moved into a full buyer's market. But let me share the numbers with you, and then I have some insights at the end I want to talk to you about in terms of what I think you should be doing right now as a real estate sales professional to close this year out strong. So let's have a look. We got some new graphics for you here if you've watched these before. So 2017, you can see we did 2,821 sales. Well, 2018, we were right around 1,600, obviously down by 44%. You probably read that in the paper. You might have seen that from your board already. Look at active listings. Active listings are up by 38%. So we're operating right now with 13,000 active listings. Now, months of inventory. This is a number that I watch the most because this is your supply and demand. This determines buyer's market, seller's market, that sort of thing. Remember, 4 to 6 months of inventory, balance. Below 4, it's going to be sellers. Above 6, it's going to be a buyer's market. Well, last year at this time, we had 3.3 months of inventory. Right now, we have 8.2. Your market has fully moved into a buyer's market. Now, let's look at this. This is so far this year. If we look at 2017, we did 28,160 sales, and so far this year, as I said, we've done 19,973. That means our sales year to date, okay, are down by 29%. But what does that really mean in numbers? 28,000, let's say this is 20,000, that's 8,000 sales we're missing so far this year. Well, if we're missing 8,000 sales, there's obviously 2 ends to every 1 sale. That means we're down by 16,000 ends. So I want you to think about this. Last year, if your pie was this big and everybody had a little piece of the pie, this year your pie is this big. If your pie is this big, if it's much smaller, what do you need to be doing? You got to be working harder, you got to be prospecting more, you got to be marketing more, you got to be better at pricing listings, better at price reductions, better at motivating buyers. See, what you did last year isn't going to give you the same as what you had last year. You got to get better at what it is you do because you need to take a bigger piece of the pie. So obviously we're off quite a bit here. So what I did was I created this graphic, and this is a graphic that I'm hoping you might consider creating that you can use in your listing presentation, buyer presentations, or maybe push this out in social media. So if you look, 2017, here's your months of inventory. So you can see 2017, we started here just up above 4. And then it sort of trended down, you know, summertime went up a little bit, and we sort of ended up right here at the end of September. But look what happened this year. We actually started below what we did in 2017 in January, but then our months of inventory has been on a steady rise. Just keeps going up to where we now at 8.2. This is a substantial change, everybody. I don't think I have to tell you that, but it really requires a completely different skill set. So look at this, January to September. Let's look at our sales comparison. 2017, 2018, we did more sales when we started the year. But then you can see we did less sales, 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 all the way across. And of course, if we're doing less sales, what's going to happen with our inventory? It goes up because the listings that are coming to the market are not selling. So same thing here. We started with less listings, active listings, up, 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 up. And now we're at 13,000, and this is what's causing your months of inventory to change. But I find this one really interesting. These are micro markets. So a micro market could be property type, you know, condo detached, or it could be a geographical area, like maybe West Vancouver as an example. So if you look at this, 8.2 months of inventory in the real estate board. Detached has 12.8. Okay, apartments is 5.7, moving in to buyer market, and townhouses 7.1. So let's look at this one. Let's talk about this one. Think about this. If you're having conversations with a seller today and it's a detached property, and if you go to West Van, you're probably more up around 20 months of inventory. But if you have 12 months of inventory, what does that mean? That means that 1, okay, out of 12 homes are going to sell in any given month. So you're sitting down with a potential seller on a listing presentation, and you're talking about listing their home and pricing their home right. What you've got to do is you've got to help them see that only 1 out of 12 homes are going to sell. So in other words, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, when we go to market, only 1 out of 12 homes are going to sell in a particular month, which means The buyer's got 12 potential homes to choose from that might be like yours, somewhat like yours in your price range. So what do we need to do to cause your home to sell? Because if you're going to market, I'm assuming you're motivated, what we have to do is, number one, it's a beauty contest. You got to show better than everybody else. So yes, we've got to be staging. We've got to get the home ready, number one. And number two, it's a price war, because we're in a buyer's market right now. So what we need to do is look at our competition, look at maybe the 10 or 12 homes that are out there and say, how do we get yours ready and price it at a price that if a buyer was to look, that hopefully they're going to choose your home. These are the conversations we got to start to have. What about buyers? Well, you look at buyers and say, well, just a minute. Chances are in October or December, the Bank of Canada will probably bump up rates again. We've had 4 rate increases in the last 18 months, which means if you can lock in a rate now, it's probably going to be cheaper than what it's going to be, towards the end of this month or even December, whenever the Bank of Canada makes their announcement. But I'm pretty sure it's probably going to go up. Everybody's talking about the same because inflation is a little bit stronger. Which means I would be saying to buyers, if you want to buy, we got to get you locked in right now. You got to get a commitment from a bank. And the other reason it's a great time to buy is because Vancouver real estate is presently on sale. When was the last time it was on sale? It was a while ago, right? So now you've got all kinds to choose from. Now you can negotiate a great price. So in other words, these are the type of conversations you got to start to have with people. You can't be an order taker anymore. You got to become a salesperson. You got to influence people. Give them all the information, okay, to help them effectively make the best decision. But don't get caught up in the drama. Yes, the market is different, but at the end of the day, people are still buying and selling real estate. Every month they're going to buy and sell real estate this year and next year. You just need to get out there and find them. I hope this was helpful. And remember, it's a beautiful life, everybody. Make it count.